What's up, Facebook fam? Mi familia. It's your girl, Coach Kelly, coming at you. Happy Friday, first of all. First and foremost, happy Friday. Y'all, I haven't gone live in here, well, from my phone, via my cellular telephone in a hot minute. So I was just very overwhelmed by all of the filters that are available now on a Facebook Live. Shocked. But we are here. Hopefully this is good enough for you guys. But we are going into a fast food menu. I've been struggling to figure out what to call this. A fast food menu deep dive. It's definitely not an overhaul because I'm not remaking them. Dissection. I asked you guys what fast food joints you enjoy the most, you frequent the most, or maybe the ones that you stay away from the most because you need the most help with. And you guys brought it. I had a lot of requests. Where's my list here? I think I had about 5 requests. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. About 5 requests. So we might have to do multiples of these because these are super fun. I used to do these a lot back in the day. But let's get started. I'm going to start with Taco Bell. Le Taco Bell. Who here loves the Taco Bell? Y'all, I guess I was back in college. I used to get the Crunchwrap Supremes almost every day. They're freaking fire. I'm sorry, but they are. And their menu is huge, you guys. Their menu is huge. Can be very overwhelming. Lots of cheese going on. So I understand where this could trip you up. And it's okay. So, don't feel, ashamed. Don't be ashamed that you don't know how to handle a Taco Bell menu. But at the same time, I don't know the exact details on this, but I feel like I've heard that Taco Bell has been rated or voted one of the healthiest fast food options that exists, that's out there, like multiple years in a row. And I've just been perusing their website. And I'm not going to lie, they have some cool stuff on here. They have an entire nutrition section where you can find out how to eat a Taco Bell when you're avoiding gluten, how to eat a Taco Bell when you're counting calories, how to eat a Taco Bell when you're a vegetarian. They have a lot of options here. They have a nutrition calculator, a full nutrition info page, an allergen info page. They even have a place where you can, they have a registered they have multiple registered dietitians. Well, I guess that's fairly normal. They even have a place where you can set the menu, have it filtered to your particular dietary restriction or allergen, which is pretty freaking cool if you ask me. But I went through and I, did some perusing. And basically they have everything. This is a summary of their menu. Tacos, burritos, nachos, and quesadillas. And then their specialties are like, some sort of Frankensteinian combination of all of those things. And then they've got drinks and some sides and desserts and stuff. So basically, we got a lot of fried stuff. We got a lot of cheese. We got a lot of guacamole, refried beans, sour cream. I mean, this is like, a Mexican taco joint, right? But that doesn't mean that there isn't something here for you, okay? That doesn't mean that there isn't something here for you. And I found quite a few things that I would probably order at Taco Bell if I found myself in a Taco Bell. And it all depends upon like your macros and your specific goals for yourself, right? Of course, that's the big question here. How many macros do you have? But also, I want to point out with all of these, no matter what menu I'm looking at, the easiest way to go about this is to think about what we talked about, was it last week probably? Last week or possibly the week before, creating a balanced meal, okay? How do we create balanced meals? What do those look like? How do we build a complete nutrient-dense, valuable meal for ourselves? Well, it's simple. We get all the food groups on a plate. We need protein, we need carbohydrates, we need some vegetables, and then maybe a little bit of fat. But when we're out of our house, right? When we're at a restaurant or when we're at a fast food joint like this, usually fat's already built in, okay? They want the food to be delicious. They want you coming back. They want you to be happy. They want you to leave that establishment satisfied. So they're going to put fat in the food already. So fat is usually something that you don't have to think about or worry about. It's just there, okay? So when we're at a restaurant, we're ordering off a menu, we need to have protein, a carbohydrate, and some vegetables on our plate, okay? And then just know that fat's in there somewhere, right? Fat's taken care of. You don't need to worry about it, okay? And then, okay, so if we have all of those things, if we're ordering all of those things, like how do we know how much to eat of those things, right? How much is too much, okay? Well, I use my hand, okay? I want to get at least a palm size amount of protein, if not more. You really cannot have too much protein, okay? So at least that much protein. Carbohydrates need to be able to fit in my palm, and then I'm good, okay? Vegetables can be unlimited vegetables, okay? So that's what we're looking for. No matter what we're ordering, we need to make sure that that is happening, okay? At least a hand size portion of protein, palm size portion of carbs, and then unlimited veggies. Load up on the veggies, okay? Can't go wrong there. And so that's what determined what I pulled off of these menus, okay? If I was getting the food groups, a balanced meal, hitting my macros that I needed, okay? Because that's all macros are, protein, carbs, and fats, right? That comes from protein, carbs, and vegetables and having fat already in there, okay? So we've got to hit all three. So I went through the menu. Here's what I came up with, all right? If I were there, soft or hard taco, right? So they've got hard tacos on the menu. I would probably sub out for chicken in my taco, whether it was hard or soft, or the steak, okay? And then you could even take it a step further and ask for extra chicken, extra steak on either one of those, the hard tacos or the soft tacos. And you could even order the nacho cheese Dorito tacos because those look pretty bomb, not gonna lie. I just hit my freaking watch on the table. So with either of those options, the hard or the soft tacos, load up on the veggies. Go all out on the veggies. I would order the chicken or the steak. I'd probably double up on that. And then you're good, right? Because that's a protein, it's a carbohydrate, and there's gonna be some fat in there somewhere. Now, what to put in your taco or ask for them to leave out, okay? What you can't get on there is cheese, guacamole, sour cream. Those are all fats, okay? Those are all gonna be high in fat. You don't need all of that, okay? You need one of each food group, just one thing. Okay, one thing. And like I mentioned before in the beginning, your food is already going to be cooked in these fats. It's already in there somewhere. So then do you need extra? Do you need to put more on top of that? Do you need the cheese and the guacamole and the sour cream? No. Can you do with one of those? Yes. Could you do with none of those because the fat is already in there? Yes. Your steak, your chicken, it's going to be cooked in fat. Your fat is checked off. You're good to go there. Okay? Taco Bell has this option for any of their menu items. It's called Make It Fresco. You can make it fresco. No matter what you order, say make it a fresco. What does that mean? That means that they substitute any of their sour cream or mayo sauced products for, I think it's like a pico, or maybe it's just tomatoes, chopped up tomatoes, right? So you can make any of these options just fresco. And they'll take off the cheese, they'll take off the sour cream, they'll take off any of the creamy sauces and just load it up with veggies. Get some lettuce, load it up with veggies, okay? That's probably what I would do, but that doesn't mean I'm not gonna douse it in hot sauce. Gosh, I'm having flashbacks to like high school. I love that Taco Bell sauce, y'all. I love it. So that's probably what I would go with. They also have burrito supremes. I have a lot of burrito options on here. But their burrito supreme looked pretty good, not gonna lie. I'd probably go with the chicken or the steak like I mentioned before. And you could even, again, double up on that if they allow you to. You can choose to go easy on the cheese, easy on the sour cream, or easy on anything on there. Sour cream, guacamole, whatever. You can either have it removed completely and say, you know, hold all of those things completely, or you can say just go easy, right? And it's just a little bit less. So of those three choices, I'd pick one. If you have to have an added fat, or maybe it's just you got the room in your macros and that's fantastic. Good for you. Just pick one. That's what I would do, right? And then load up on the veggies. Dun, 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 dun. That comes out to about 290 calories, I believe. Depending on if you go with extra protein or any of those toppings. Macros come out to 16 protein, 51 carbs, and 14 fat. But if you ask to go easy on any of those toppings or make it a fresco, obviously that fat content would come down substantially. So that would be awesome. Why? Because a little bit of fat just goes a long way. Okay? Fat's the most calorically dense of the three macros. So a little bit is all you need, right? Because not only is it calorically dense, but it's flavor dense, right? It's delicious, but a little bit is delicious enough, okay? So do you need the sour cream, the cheese, the guacamole, the fried beans? Do you need all of these things? I'm gonna say no, you don't. I'm gonna say that if you tried it without all of that, you'd be just fine. Just fine. You would survive, okay? And then what else? We got the burrito supreme. We've got the hard or soft tacos. Also, they had a really cool power bowl. Power menu bowl is what they called it. And basically it was just like a taco bowl. Chipotle, that's the word I was looking for. It's like a Chipotle bowl, basically. And so at that point, you can ask for them to add or subtract whatever you want or don't want. Let's see if I can find it on the menu. And it looks just like a Chipotle bowl. Here we go. So it looks like it's got some chicken, some rice, some beans, some cheese, lettuce, guacamole, tomatoes, sour cream. So if I was to get one of these power bowls, which is an amazing option, I go double up with the protein. I'd probably leave in the beans, lettuce, tomatoes, probably some rice, and then I would personally skip the cheese and guacamole and sour cream because there's already gonna be fat in that bowl, right? The chicken is probably cooked in fat. Or if I just wanted, one of those, I'd probably go light on maybe the cheese, or your choice, whatever you prefer. So that's Taco Bell. Side items, black beans are a great option for sure. That's how I would handle that. Okay, so just thinking in terms of a balanced, complete meal. And then you're good, right? Wendy's. Let's hit up Wendy's real quick. I had a run-in with Wendy's not too long ago in an emergency, and it was amazing. It went so freaking well, and I nailed my macros, and I got exactly everything that I needed. The emergency was that I went to a Chick-fil-A and they were closed. So I had to go to Wendy's. But I drove to Wendy's. I just sat in the parking lot. It took me 5 minutes to go through the menu and pull out what I needed. And how did I do that? I thought about balanced meals, proteins, carbohydrates, veggies. Okay, so what did I choose? Hey, Chelsea, what's up, girl? I chose, they've got a ton of really great salads on here, so you can really choose any of these salads. I chose the Southwest salad because it comes with grilled chicken. And I mean, I just love Southwest anything. So I chose the Southwest salad, and then I also chose a grilled chicken sandwich. Both of those things. Why? Because I could get extra protein from that grilled chicken sandwich. So I got the salad loaded up on my veggies. Okay, I said no cheese. I don't need any of the bacon. I don't need any of the avocado. I just want the veggies, and I just want the chicken. Okay. Then I ordered a grilled chicken sandwich to get even more chicken. Okay, and then I need a carb, right? So I had some of the bun. I didn't need the whole bun because the whole bun would have been double fists, right? Double palms, and I just need one. Okay, I just need one. All right, and where was the fat in that? The fat was probably in the grilled chicken, and the fat was definitely probably on that bun that they butter up. Okay, so everything was accounted for and taken care of. I got my veggies, I got my double protein, got my carbohydrates, and the fat was already in there. Okay, and that's how I handled that. What are the macros on something like that? For their Southwest salad, it's got like 40 grams of protein, y'all, just in the salad alone. And then I had more from that sandwich. Carbs were about 12, probably just from the veggies. Okay. Now the fat was coming from the avocado, the bacon, and the cheese. 25 grams of fat that I said no to and I didn't need. Okay. Now the trick here is dressings. Each of these different salads, I got like 5 different salads in here, have a different dressing, and they were all like cream or mayo based. They're all ranches, right? And that's going to be 15 grams of fat extra on top of this 25. So they do offer a pomegranate vinaigrette with only 3 grams of fat. Boom, problem solved. I don't think I had any, I don't think I did a dressing that night. So that's an option as well. And I do that at Chick-fil-A a lot. When I get a salad, I just ask for salsa instead of dressing because that's what I enjoy. So that's how I handled Wendy's, right? I just got my protein, my veggies, my carbohydrates, and my fat were taken care of, right? They've got a junior hamburger for 250 calories, 13 grams of protein, 25 grams of carbs, 11 grams of fat, so that's not too bad. And then the junior cheeseburger is probably just going to have a teeny bit extra fat onto that, and that was it. So those are some good options as well. But y'all, looking at this menu, these burgers, God, some of them have 970 calories, 1,280 calories. Like, how many patties of meat do you need on a burger? I don't know. 3 patties, bacon, slice of cheese on each patty. Like, is that really necessary? It just boggles my mind, right? We've passed the point with this of food just fueling ourselves, right? Or food being an opportunity to fuel or heal or take care of our body. That's not what this is about any longer at this point. And it just boggles my mind. And I can't imagine that feels good. Sitting in your stomach like that freaking probably feels like a boulder. I digress. All right, so Chick-fil-A, a lot of you guys, Chick-fil-A was the most requested. But honestly, I feel like Chick-fil-A is probably the easiest, but y'all needed the most help there. So Chick-fil-A is amazing. They have lots of options and I go there frequently. That's probably my top #1 pick when I'm out of the house, on the fly, needing some fast food. Chick-fil-A. Breakfast, they had a really cool breakfast item, an egg white grill, which was an English muffin, some egg whites, grilled chicken, and I think there was like a slice of cheese on it. So that whole, just as is, was a really great option, right? But then at that point, you could even ask for it to be modified, right? What else as far as breakfast goes? You could actually just order an English muffin and then maybe a side of fruit. Or you could order an English muffin with some grilled chicken and a side of fruit, right? Or you could order an English muffin and some egg whites and a side of fruit, something like that. That's what I would do at breakfast at Chick-fil-A, okay? Side note, breakfast at McDonald's, I do a lot. You can just order scrambled eggs and bacon, and that's it. Or maybe a single pancake. They have an amazing, amazing oatmeal. It's delicious. Chelsea says, so helpful. I get hung up on the dressing, but love removing the other fats or picking a different dressing. Heck yes, sister. Go for any vinaigrette, or just go for a salsa, or, you know, using a different fat as your quote unquote dressing. So skipping the dressing and using, you know, the guacamole. I think that's good enough. Okay, back to Chick-fil-A. They have grilled nuggets. Bomb. So good. And typically when I go to Chick-fil-A and I get like a salad, it comes with grilled chicken on it, and then I'll order a side of nuggets, grilled nuggets, to get that extra protein in, right? Fruit cup on the side's amazing with anything. They have this thing called the Cool Wrap, which looked pretty good. It was just a chicken wrap with lots of veggies. It does have some cheese on it, so if that fits your macros, fantastic. If you don't need it, don't use it. I typically go with a salad, and they just came out with a new salad, which I haven't tried yet. I know, aren't there grilled nuggets? Delicious. So they just came out with a lemon kale salad, and calorie-wise, it was the lowest one. I don't know how big it is, size-wise, so that's gonna be the deciding factor here. But I usually go with, looks like their market salad looks really delicious with some fruit. I go with the Southwest salad. Again, surprise, because I get the grilled chicken and I also get some black beans, which are gonna be fiber, y'all, and a little bit of additional carbohydrates for some energy. And they even have some protein in them, some plant protein. So black beans are like a triple threat. They're amazing. And they usually are always in a Southwest salad somewhere. So I get my Southwest salad. I say I don't need any cheese. And I usually just order a salsa, or they do have, Chick-fil-A has a light dressing option, which is great as well. And they'll order some nuggets too. They also have a grilled chicken sandwich, which looks delicious. That's what I would go to as well if my macros allowed. It doesn't look like it has any type of like sauce or mayo or anything on there, but I just go mustard all the time. No mayo. I usually just, mustard is super safe for me. Sometimes I'll even do mustard on a salad at Subway. But Subway is also a really awesome option while you're out and about. I do that a lot too. Chick-fil-A, Subway, Chipotle's great. Wendy's in a pinch. All right, Chelsea, I know you asked for Schlotzsky's. And as soon as I hop onto their menu, I'm bombarded in my eyeballs with giant sandwiches. So I don't think protein's going to be tough there at all. But I would try to, what I would do is I would go for a lean protein, so like a turkey or a chicken. Load up on that and even get double if you need it. Veggies, load up on all the veggies. So if that looks like a salad for you or just tons of veggies on your sandwich. And then again, you know, thinking about what a balanced meal looks like, thinking about your, you know, using your hand as a guide. Carb wise, will one of those buns fit into your palm? Probably not. So it's probably like half a bun, if that. I've never seen them in person, so I don't know the size. But ooh, it looks like they have some really delicious salads. At least the photos look delicious. So I'd probably go with a Southwestern chicken salad. Womp womp, surprise, surprise. Turkey avocado actually looks great. The orchard looks delicious. So I would just look at what comes in that. Do you need the avocado? Do you need the cheese? Do you need, you know, any of the fatty things that they're putting in there? And then look at the dressings, you know, making sure you go with like a vinaigrette or maybe just a salsa is what I would do. Oh gosh, they've got Cinnabon. A stickler for a Cinnabon. But that's what I would do at Schlotzsky's. And it, you know, again, I might just pull what I pulled at that Wendy's, that emergency Wendy's that one night is getting a salad. And then also a sandwich to get that extra protein if needed. But usually places are pretty great if you ask for, you know, an extra protein serving. But just be careful of, you know, the sauces, the dressings, and just go with one, you guys, just one of everything, right? One serving of carbohydrates, one serving of fat, and keep in mind that serving of fat is probably already in there, so you don't need a sauce or a dressing or, you know, anything else, an avocado or sour cream on top or whatever, cheese. You don't need all that extra stuff. You just need one, and it's usually already taken care of. Protein is the only thing I would consider doubling up on, because you can't go wrong with that. Okay, so when it comes to any menu, like these were all very similar in the fact of thinking about your balanced meal, building a balanced meal, thinking about your food groups, and just like plugging and playing. Like, what are you ordering, and you know, where is that going on your balanced meal? What does that look like? And then size-wise, visually using your hand, okay, for everything. That's how I handle ordering off a fast food menu. What else? We hit Chick-fil-A, we hit Taco Bell, we hit Schlotzsky's, we hit Wendy's. Pizza, we did not hit. We did not hit pizza. I'll hop on here and do a pizza throwdown and how I handle pizzas, because that's a whole nother beast. But that's all I got for these restaurants. I'd love to do this again. I want to do this some more, you guys. So drop it down below, some more restaurants or fast food joints that are maybe tough or scary or difficult for you. And I'll dive into them. And I'll just give you my honest opinion and what I would personally do if I were there. All right? Thanks for tuning in. Bye, Chelsea. Y'all have a good weekend.